Welcome to Violin Adventures number 109, and thank you to everyone that has subscribed from the beginning until now. We're almost up to 400. Maybe we will get to 1,000 eventually, but thank you so much for subscribing. Now we're going to jump right into repairing the special violin from California. Well, how are you all doing? I hope you're doing great. I am going to get a bow rosined, and then I can start working back on our nice old violin repair. It's really cold this morning. Last night it got into the 20s, so I went outside and we put coverings on our fruit trees and on the delicate trees that had flowers so that they would be safe overnight. And so now I'm going to get this bow rosined that we just rehaired, and then we'll be back to work on our nice old violin. Okay, here's our top. It's looking really good, and I'm going to next try to, I'm going to go ahead and work on a sealer coat now to seal this wood. So there's the top at this point. I'm just preparing the surface to make it look nice before I apply varnish. Here is what the violin looked like before I started working on the wood grain. Okay, here it is. We're going to let this dry and see how the colors turn out. We'll probably do a couple more coats, and I may do a little bit of touch-up too, just to make sure that it's all blending nicely. But there we go, that's our first coat. Doing a little more artistic touch-up on here. I think we'll try another coat on here. Okay, that's all we can do in one day is 2 coats with the brush. Otherwise it'll start taking it off. But I'm very happy with the look. Okay, here's our violin top for the special California violin. And you can see we've gotten rid of all that ugly repairs. I've just kind of painted that away with special paint. And now just trying to get this to blend so it will match the back. And here's the back. See how it has a darker perimeter with the lighter middle, and that's kind of what we're going to do here. We've got this lighter middle, but I'm trying to make it look more natural and to match this back. Next, we need to do a little bit of work on our new violin. Time to get started on the inside of the back. Oops. Just a little glimpse into part of the process of a rehair. Back to the special violin. Well, here's our beautiful top. I think that this is blended nicely now, and it still has such that old look. I think this could be up to 300 years old, and I think it's matching nicely with the back. So I'm going to stop here, and it's ready to go for another 100 years. Okay, we're finally ready to close up the violin, but before I close it, I double check, make sure everything sounds good, there's no buzzing. That sounds good. And definitely our top. There's no buzzing, but can you hear that top? Maybe I should come up close. It has tone now, and it didn't have tone when I opened it. So let's see if you can hear it. It has tone, and when I first started, it just thudded. So this gives me hope that we're going to have a lot better tone when we get it fixed up and set up. We're taking a quick look at the inside of the violin before we close it up. Here's the history that we know of the repairs that were done. And here's my label put in there, restored by Cheryl Macomber in Kentucky, 2022. And just looking through, there's all, making sure everything's fine. And now we're closing it up, hopefully to be closed for the next 100 years. Time to take off the clamps. Violin all closed. Everything looks good around there. So next we've got to get this fingerboard. It's not real bad, but it just needs to be resurfaced so that there won't be any buzzing on the fingerboard. So that's our next task. And just a note, a couple of you mentioned that you liked these verse plaques that I'm making. If you would like one, you can order one. Or if you'd like a special verse on yours, I can make you some because I still have more of that wood left over. So I'm going to go ahead and make one for one of our customers. And if you want something, just let me know and I'll make you one. Okay, so now I'm going to work on this fingerboard. We're going to get this fingerboard finished up so that we can get this violin set up. But first things first, I'm going to rub down the fingerboard and make sure that it's very nice and smooth. Here's our box, parts, and there's all the parts right there. We've got the strings on and the tailpiece and chin rest. And I tried putting in the old sound post, and of course that was too short because we remember that the sound post patch was too thick. So I need to make a taller sound post, and we'll try it with the taller sound post and with the current bridge and just see how it sounds and go from there. Okay, I got it set up with a longer sound post, and I'm still using the old bridge, and we're just curious to see how it sounds and how it's responding, and then we'll have to finish it next week. I just have a few more minutes before we need to shut down for the week. Okay, it's really sounding beautiful. None of that roughness is there anymore. And I need a shoulder rest. I think it has a very symphonic, beautiful tone. Really nice. Let's try something fast. See, it responds very quickly. Okay, so this is the very first time this instrument has been played since all the repairs, and it is sounding beautiful, and it is responding very nicely. And I still have the old bridge on here. So next week I want to put on a new bridge, and just to see if we can get even a better tone, but this is beautiful just the way it is. And I'm just noticing that this bridge has a little bit of a warp in it. So we do need a new bridge. So a new bridge is going to even improve it. And it's so beautiful. It has such a beautiful tone. There's none of that harshness left. And that harshness was caused by all the worm holes in the top and that patch being way too thick and in the wrong angle in the first place. And then taking out all those cleats, which were going in the wrong way and interrupting the vibration. So this has a gorgeous tone. I love the tone. Okay, what a nice instrument to end the week on. So we'll do a little few more improvements next week and it'll be ready to send back to its owner. Well, here we are at the end of the week. It's still bright and pleasant outside, but the leaves are starting to fall. Here we are in the shop. We've got some bows ready to be picked up, and here on our carving table is our back. We got just a little bit of carving on the inside done. And here's our scroll waiting to be finished. Here's our beautiful California violin. And I'm very happy with how it turned out. The tone is lovely. And we'll just do a little bit more work on it next week, giving it a new bridge. And then testing it out and seeing how it's going to sound. And our candles are back in stock. We've got yellows, oranges, reds, and pinks, purples, and blues, and greens. And just a quick note, these sold out this week. So these are sold, but if you want one of these made up with your verse on them to hang in your house, just let me know and I'll be glad to make you up one of these. The Hebrew Minute. Rabot Ra'ot Zadik Umichalam Yatzilenu Hashem. Many are the afflictions or the adversities or distresses of the righteous, but the Lord delivers, rescues, or snatches us from them all. If you know where this is found, please leave it in the comments below. And thank you for sending in your favorite verses to be read in Hebrew. Well, thank you all so much for watching and for your wonderful comments and your thumbs up. I appreciate it and I love talking to you guys. And until next time, God bless you. Bye.